In this video, I'm going to teach you how to pose with a pet. In this case, a dog. Like they say, a man's best friend is a dog. Hi, my name is MR.DASANTE. I'm an award-winning fashion content creator who models for fashion brands and teaches men and women how to pose for photos. So, you may be wondering, how does one take photos with a pet? Because as we all know, it is hard to keep a pet in place to take photos. Well, you have come to the right page because today I'm going to give you tips on how to prepare your pets for photo shoots. And not only that, I'll be showing you behind the scenes of how it looks like when posing with your pet so you can use as reference for your photo shoots. Hey! So let's begin. The first tip. So a lot of people may ask, how does one pose with a pet, especially if they're fussy? You can start with a cookie or a meat-based treat. This way, you know that your pet will be able to stay focused because they're intaking something that's of value to them. If you are posing with someone else's pet, in this case I will be, you need to make sure you ask the owner if the pet has any food allergies because you don't want the pet to feel sick. So when it comes to treats, the smaller the treat, the better. Because if you give your pet a big treat, it may take them longer for them to consume, which in fact will affect the photo shoot because then it'll take longer for them to focus. You can use treats to get your pet to focus on the target. So for example, if you're shooting direct, like I'm looking into the camera, what you can do is you can be behind the camera with your dog treat, right? And place it either above the camera or maybe slightly to the side. So then the dog or the pet will be able to look straight into the camera because they're focused on the object that is moving rapidly. So it's better when you have the treat to move it rapidly so then the pet can focus. Because if you move it slowly, it's harder for the dog to focus. If you notice your dog is not responding to the treats, you can also use toys to gain their attention. Toys can be used as a way to get your dog back on track so you can get the photo shoot done. So now it's time for me to show you the behind the scenes of me posing with a dog called Viola.
I've been through changes, all of my life started from zero with nothing behind. Feels so right. This feels so right. This world gets easier with reason and rhyme, and it feels so right.
Viola, well done. You did a great job today. If you like videos like this, don't forget to click the link in the description to have access to my posing guide to take your photos to the next level. Please note, another tip when posing with a pet, in this case a dog, is to have patience because dogs have a strong intuition and they're able to sense if there's any form of anxiety, right? And that anxiety can come from yourself if you own the dog, but if you don't own the dog, just make sure the owner doesn't feel anxiety because the dog will be focused on their owner majority of the time, especially when you're having photo shoots. So always make sure the dog is feeling relaxed, you're feeling relaxed. And also, if there's any problems, you can always take a break. If that doesn't work, you can always shoot the next day. The final tip is practice, practice, practice. In due time, you'll become a master. In the beginning, it may be hard, but keep going through trial and error, you'll figure it out. All right, guys, there you have it. Now you know what to do when you're posing with pets, in this case, a dog. What I'm going to do at the end of this video, I'm going to play a summary of the different poses you can do while you're posing with your pet. If you want to know more tips on how to pose, feel free to check out my other videos and the videos I have coming along so you can take your photos to a whole nother level. Remember, it's already a no if you don't try. Stay blessed.